Today's April 29th, 2019, and this is episode 118 of PlaneSavers. Hey everybody, it is Monday, and actually today is the first day we're going to be coexisting with the school. So the school's been, absolutely amazing. I almost feel guilty how much I've been praising the school, but it's definitely well deserved. Today, school is actually in session. And so this is our real first day. We've been in the hangar maybe 6-7 days in total, but this is the first day we're going to be working with alongside the students. So it's kind of like a zoo. Like we're kind of like cordoned off on our own little area, and people come and look and take selfies and stuff. But that's all it. So today is kind of a mix-up day. Because we're going to be pulling out of the hangar here early afternoon. It's about 9:25 right now. So I'm going to have a chance to go look at the C Series, which is cool. Airbus A220, which is the official new name now. We had some milestones yesterday that we didn't get on the film. And Jay's been working crazy. We got, what milestones did we get yesterday, Jay?
Yesterday we got nitrogen in the oleos, blew it up, left, right in the tail. We so far have no leaks. We got our flap selector valve changed. We have flaps up and down now, less the wing portion of the flaps, which we don't need just yet. Got oil ready. We're going to finish off hooking up lines for this tank. Try today to get engine oil in the tanks. If we get lucky, we could feather props to make sure governors are up, and then sadly it's going to be outside.
But you missed the most important thing, the hamburger door.
The hamburger door is in, trimmed and locked, so we're safe.
So for all the people just joining us, why do they call it a hamburger door?
Well, two theories would be that's where the food would get loaded in the old days after the passengers were on board, or if the prop should come off, anybody in that area would be hamburger.
Interesting. So that's two extra little mini-weeny theories of why it's called the hamburger door. That's the number one question, the ongoing joke of the whole thing is, why is it called a hamburger door?
That's where the food went in.
No, and I do a whole episode just on the hamburger door. Next episode, why is it called a hamburger door? So
yeah, why not like a roast beef burger?
Yeah, or what would that be in French? We don't know. Let us know in the comments. What's the French version of the hamburger door?
And remember, what's the Fred Shiro quote of the day?
Oh, Fred Shiro, Stanley Cup champion, Philadelphia Flyers, Broad Street Bullies, 74-75. His quote of the day, Jay, you say it so much better than I do.
If you go for ham and eggs, if you order ham and eggs for breakfast, the chicken has made a contribution. The pig, however, has made a commitment. We're all about commitment here.
There you go. Fred Shiro, the Fog, one of the most controversial NHL coaches of all time. Folks, that's a little bit of a tangent, but that is very true about making a commitment or making a contribution. So, yeah, you can take that any way you want, but it is all good, folks. Such a good day today. Rain forecasted in the next few days, but we're going to make the most of it while we're here. Yeah, let's get this. Where's Bobby? Let's go find Bobby. Bobby, where are you going?
Gotta drill some holes.
All right, on.
More holes. Endless holes.
Benjamin?
I'm helping him.
How's it all going?
It's going great.
Were you supposed to be in class today?
No, not right now. I have a 2-hour break, so
you're spending your 2-hour break here?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, very cool. Jay got the hamburger door shimmed up.
Okay, he did my job.
I know. Last night I was like working on the hamburger door, and I'm like, "Where's Benjamin?" But it's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
So what are you helping Bobby out with today?
Okay, so we're trying to put new fittings for the screws where the fairing stays on the stabilizer, and all the screws, the screws and the rivets were corroded. So we had to pop them off. It looks like this, a little disc with this part here. I don't know in English how it's called, but this little part that we have to put back on the stabilizer with Cherry Max rivets. So that's what I do today.
So the school needs their space right now, so we're busy cleaning up everything. It's amazing how much you can accumulate over the course of a weekend. But the good news is that two things. We can go visit Germany really quick, because I don't know if you guys want to see any of this cleanup stuff, but we'll go see Karsten in Germany, where he's going to do a gear swing, because you guys love talking about the landing gear. We're still looking for the proper jacks to do a gear swing on this bad boy, because it is quite high. But yeah, Monday morning, we're moving out back to the field. The weather's not looking good at all, folks, but we worked as hard as we could while we're in the barn here. So yeah, let's head off to Germany, and then when you get back, yeah, maybe we'll go take a look at that C-Series.
Good morning, big hello to Montreal, to Mikey and especially Bob. We love your show, thank you, good work on DTD. In the last shows you talked about landing gear swing, and we did this last week for our first flight, before our first flight, and did a lot of work on the landing gear, did a major overhaul on the actuators, and now I would like to show you our successful landing gear swing, and later on we go to our Dakota Inn. There's a little party this evening, a tapas party, and probably we get some money or something to earn for your project, because the tapas or the pizza is, yeah, it's not so easy to ship it to Montreal, so we can find a way to help you. And yeah, we now go to the aircraft and do the gear swing. Und wieder runter. A very quick look into the cockpit of our Pullman's Dakota. To do the gear swing, we make the power on. You see the two green lights. They show the gear is down. We have also electrically driven flaps. With the indicator in the cockpit, you see it traveling, they're working. Our power quadrant, two engines, fuel injected engines with the mixture adjustment. It's barometrically adjusted, so you don't have to do anything during flight, very comfortable. And now we proceed outside the aircraft and go to the Dakota to the party. And the best thing about our Dakota is you get access to this great restaurant through our hangar. It's a World War II hangar, and over there you see a door, and there is the kitchen entrance of our Dakota. Hallo, lachen, winken. A quick look into the guest room. It's a tapas night. A lot of people here. I hope to raise some money for you and DTD. Goodbye to Montreal, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, wow. Folks, I don't know if you're expecting that. That King Air outside's a little loud, but look at all the systems here. And if anybody has been watching or knows a little bit about experimental aircraft, anything that's orange is generally an added-on piece. But look at all this equipment. Holy smokes, folks. Look at this. Isn't this a dream for a school? Look at all this. This is now called the Airbus A220, and this was, I guess, the avionics test bed. But look at this. Looks like a moonshine factory. Whew. It is very, very cool. A lot of test equipment. I gotta figure out what all these tanks are. It's so strange. You can see all these tanks here go into a central unit. Very, very cool. Very rare to see an airliner in this kind of configuration, but very cool. Again, just such an awesome thing that this school has available for the students. They are going to be doing their first lab in this aircraft here pretty soon, and that's why they allowed me to be in here. Is one of the teachers is just getting familiarized with the systems because they'll be bringing in students officially. So very cool. Look, computer screens, super cool. This is just nuts. Like, even the outside looks awesome. You can see that there's cameras on the belly, huge, beautiful engines on it. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know too much about airliners this big, but yeah, like, just amazing, just amazing. It's a complete opposite world of what we're doing with DC-3. Actually, you couldn't get any more opposite.
Donc, il est 17. Ce côté-là, Revision, il n'est pas actif.
OK.
Okay.
Juste le
C'est
swap.
celui-là, là, swap.
OK. We're going to shut down the APU.
Status page.
On the status page to see what's happening, what the configuration, the data on the APU, and to be able to make the motoring of the APU during the shutdown to be sure everything is okay.
The APU button. APU off. The door is open.
And now we're back on the batteries.
Wait for close.
So it automatically shuts down these panels to save energy?
No, it's because now that we don't have APU anymore, we don't have any generator to produce AC power, so now we're just back on the batteries. So that's the way we have a lot of electrical buses not feeding by energy, and we just have DC power in the aircraft at the moment, as we don't have ground power unit, external power.
Okay, folks, I asked what these actual drum item things are, and what these are is ballast, but it's more than ballast. If you know what ballast is, it's kind of like a dead weight that you can put in the aircraft to make sure it's level or unlevel or whatever you want it. But these tanks, actually, you can move the fluid in between them and simulate different load factors of anything you want. People moving up and down the cabin, different fuel configurations, basically everything. This is so cool. Like, think of it. This is the C-Series test bed. I think this is serial number 3, or I don't know for sure. I don't know what serial number it is, but this is just amazing, folks. And again, this is for the school and students. They're just doing their first lab on it. I think they got this airplane in October. So they're just doing their first lab on this airplane, but for future generations, 10, 15, 30, 40 years, this airplane's going to be here helping students learn the future of commercial aviation. And every year we get farther and farther away from the DC-3 being relevant, but I think having the DC-3 here for this group of kids is a very special moment, as they can see how it used to be, and but it's cool, very cool. Kind of sad in a way, actually. Kind of sad, but I'm very happy for the school.
Now with the series, it's also possible to make a lab. So all the configuration, the monitoring, the control of the breakers, it's all different with new technology, as you have electronic breakers. So the breakers, as you can see in the cockpit, you have maybe 20 breakers in the aircraft. So all the other breakers, it's in the E&E bay and different bay in the aircraft. So it's very different how it's working with the new technology. So the student will be in the aircraft to see how the control and monitoring is working, and also in the different bay that we will see after that, to observe the different components, how it looks and how is it put in the aircraft at the different location. So it's very different from all the aircraft that we already have in the school. It's very new technology for all the electrical distribution and generation systems. So it's a good way for the student to make the parallel with what we see in the theory class. So
how lucky are the students to have this airplane?
they are very, very, very lucky. Back in the time, we have to go in a different company to show to the students this kind of thing. Now they just have to run outside the hangars, and there it is. We have another E&E bay like this in the back, on the aircraft. The one in the back, it's bigger. You will have more stuff. So people don't see this kind of thing because they are just flying with a glass of wine, but under their feet there's a lot of things like this making the aircraft work and helping pilots. So
very cool. Well, thank you guys.
thank you to you.
Just au revoir.
Au revoir.
Wow. So folks, that is the latest technology of the whole world, I guess. Like, this aircraft now was designed by Bombardier, and is the whole thing is moved to Airbus. So even though it says the Bombardier C Series, the new name, of course, is the Airbus A220. Very proud Canadian thing. I just noticed the Pratt & Whitney logo is backwards on the engine, but that's okay. Very cool. Very cool, folks. And again, so lucky for the students. Now back to the DC-3. Everyone's probably wondering where we are. We got to get a new order of parts from Aviol, as that's going to be an ongoing thing. Oh, we got an engine. We got some traffic going by here, folks. Let me sneak by here. And that's like, this is the coolest thing about the school too, is that like they're going flying. Like, how many mechanic schools do you have that you can actually go work on an airplane and go take it for a rip? Speaking of going for a rip, wouldn't this be cool? That'd be a cool thing. We got a King Air 90. Looks like a 90. And yeah, so let's head back in. Is this a King Air 90?
Yeah.
90?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we used to have these for bird dogs, but now we got the King Air 100. This Cessna here was a race airplane. An all-female race team flew this aircraft. I don't know too much about the details on that, but if you Google the registration, Charlie Golf Unicorn Zulu Charlie, you'll probably learn more. But yeah, that's kind of a, wow, it turned out to be a quick little ramp tour of this awesome school. So let's get back in. We should be moving the DC-3 here shortly. Thank you to the avionics professors for showing us the C Series, aka the A220. Very cool.
See this thing? It's a vine. It was growing up in the wheel well.
Really?
It's so tough I had to cut it up with side cutters.
A vine.
A vine.
Really?
Like, it looked like wire.
So we're just getting ready to pull the DC-3 out. Pretty much gonna end episode here, folks. I hope you like that tour of the C Series. Here's let's face ourselves so people can look at us and the airplane. So how was it this run in the hangar?
This was really good. We got a lot of the painting done, and I'm very satisfied with the outcome so far.
Well, that's good. So a huge thanks to Ecole Nationale d'Aérotechnique for, again, just being above and beyond amazing. And we got some really good news, folks. I just had a meeting, and it looks like, drum roll, pretty much the rest of the whole project, we're going to have this hangar space, which is insane. We got to pull it out now for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back in Friday, and we don't even have to pull it out until, oh geez, June, yeah. So it's gonna be good, folks. So I'm super stoked. We're on track to have engines running a week from today. Aviol, Pascal, thank you so much. And Aviol, I've been on the phone with you all day, ordering parts. It's all been amazing. It's been such a good run. Everybody's just been so good. And the problem when everybody's being amazing and everything is going good is you have nobody to blame but yourself if we can't make this happen. So that's a good position to be in. The DC3 is coming right out. We'll get you some B-roll and I'll do my goodbyes.
Hey, we're a little busy, and this was going to be Maintenance Monday with Mike and the mechanics. So tomorrow we're going to have Tech Tuesday. See you then.
As you guys can see, what the problem with this little tow bar is that it makes the tug way too close. We would not be able to tow this airplane with this tow bar if the elevators were on. So as you can see here, I'll get you a shot of this. Check this out. So we're still trying to find a solution for the tow bar, as that is a little bit of a problem. So Ronnie, what's it like being in the hangar?
Well, it doesn't rain, it doesn't snow. It's nice. So yeah, it's good for a while. But now we're back outside for a couple days and back in again.
So yeah, folks, so you can see we're back in Ronnie's zone here, and Jay's wrapping up the world's longest extension cord. And so Jay, we're looking at some rain tomorrow, eh? So logistically, if it rains, just so people can look ahead for tomorrow's episode, which is just, you know, our day tomorrow, what kind of stuff would you need set up to work in the rain?
We saved a few jobs in the wheel well because you're blocked from the weather, from the rain anyway. Cockpit's got some more work inside. There's not really too much you can do on the engines if it's raining unless you want to set up a tarp or an engine tent. We got lots to keep us busy on the inside and where we can stay out of the rain.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, folks, that's where I'm going to end it today. Hope you guys had a great day. We did. So again, thank you. Big thank you to the school. Again, amazing. Aviol, again, amazing. Yeah, it's been a lot of help, and the whole community, the PlaneSavers community. I'm sorry, I'm not crying. I was got actually legitimately something in my eye. But yeah, thank you guys, everybody. Tomorrow, we're going to be fighting Mother Nature, which sucks, but it actually makes a pretty good episode. So hopefully, guys, see you guys tomorrow. That's one thing you'll learn, folks, when you deal with television or YouTube. Even if it's bad, if it's a bad day, like today's a good day. If it's a bad day, it actually makes good TV. So thank you guys again for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. This was a long episode. Hope you liked it. See you soon. Bye.